What is going on, guys? It's StockWiz here. Today I'm going to be making my second video on this channel, and it's going to be about some green energy plays. Before I talk about that though, I just hopped out of the shower. I'm literally dripping wet. I just made my bed. It's not about me, it's about these plays that we're talking about, especially with that infrastructure bill that Biden just passed. Some huge news on the horizon with EVs, zero emissions coming soon. So our first stock that we're talking about is ChargePoint Holdings. It went down 8%. 8% today. But you know why it went down 8% today? Because yesterday it went up almost like 20%, or no, I don't know why I said 20, but it's almost up 15%, 14%, around there. I was close. So it went from, let's see, $24 to $28 almost. And even just a week ago, October 25th, $23 really. And then you bring it up all the way up here to $28. That's just a ridiculous rise in price. And the reason that everything really rose up in prices, all the EV stocks did the exact same thing. They went all the way from here, pretty much the small cap ones, to up here. So if we look at the 1 year chart of ChargePoint, the bottom of this stock has always been around $20. You can see right here, it bounces up from $20 every single time. And the one time it went to $18, it bounced all the way back up here to around $28, as we were just talking about. So the thing about ChargePoint is that this company is a leader in EV charging. It's one of the best EV charging stocks that you can buy at this moment in time. And I believe it's still undervalued, especially for where it's going to be going. It's only an $8 billion market cap. And with the infrastructure bill that we're seeing, I would expect this stock and stocks in this sector to do very well over the next couple of months, especially heading into the holiday season. A lot of consumers love to buy during the holiday season, especially in the stock market. So I would expect to see this stock maybe a little bit higher, but it's still a great hold, especially for a couple years out. Maybe just hold this stock. You don't even have to short it. That's what I'm doing. I'm not going to be touching this stock until it goes up a lot more significantly. With EV charging coming to pretty much every street corner. I mean, if you think about gas stations right now, gas stations are at every street corner. Zero emission vehicles are going to be the benchmark in the next 10 to 20 years. Everybody's going to have a Tesla or a green energy vehicle, or an EV vehicle, I should be saying. I just really love the growth potential for ChargePoint Holdings. They're already an industry leader in EV charging. They have a lot of contracts. Also, if you guys want 2 free stocks on Webull, use the link on the screen right now, bit.ly/WizStock. That's WIZSTOCK. And that'll help me out, and that'll help you guys out as well. That's 2 free stocks. I don't know why you wouldn't want to take advantage of that. But let's talk about App Harvest here. App Harvest is trading at $5.70, and it's up 3.45% today. Now, what App Harvest is, an indoor farming facility. They actually are building multiple facilities. App Harvest has 8 or 9 facilities that they're working on and designing, and they're building a second one. They already have one that's in, I believe, Kentucky and the Appalachian region, which is the wettest part of America. This company collects all of the rainwater that lands on their roof and uses it to water the plants inside of the facility. And they have vertical farming, so they can grow so many plants in a very small amount of space. I can go ahead and show you the website. Well, look at this picture right here. They use 90% less water because they use recycled rainwater, and they can grow up to 30 times more food per acre than traditional farming. And they're a certified B Corporation, which means they have some great ethical values. But what we're actually interested in is how they do this and what their plans are. So as of right now, this is how their system works, or their facility works. The heat source comes in from CO2 and heat, and then the organic waste goes down here, zero AG runoff, and basically these are the ingredients that powers this entire operation. So they're also an artificial intelligence play because they literally have robots picking tomatoes off of the stem. They say that each robot uses a set of cameras combined with an infrared laser to generate a 3D color scan of an area to determine the work it can perform. Once it maps the tomatoes, the robot assesses their orientation and determines if they are ripe enough to pick. The scan enables the robot to find the least obstructive and fastest route to pick the crop ahead of the arrival of the robotic arm and gripper. Now, my assessment of this company, based on that paragraph right there, is that they're ahead of the AI curve in terms of other manufacturers or other agriculture crop farmers, I should be saying. And they only pick the ripest tomatoes, and they literally have bees around the entire facility pollinating, natural pollination. I mean, they've thought so far ahead of everybody else and traditional farming. It's absolutely crazy. And if you think about climate change, global warming, and how many wildfires are really starting to happen and destroying crops and people's houses, I mean, I think the future really is indoors in terms of farming, and it looks like a lot of the things they're doing are very natural. So I'm super excited about App Harvest, but this is one of those companies that's very, very risky to invest in, and they are losing a lot of money making these facilities. They just lowered their expected revenue for next year, which is why a lot of people actually pulled out of the stock. If we look at the 1 year chart of the stock, it was trading at $40 up here, $36, $38, and that was in February 9th of 2021. So you see this decline right here. That's an 85% decline. So be very, very careful when you invest in this stock. The only reason I'm sharing this stock with you guys right now is because I believe that this is one of the lowest that they're going to get to. I could be wrong. They could go to 0. They could go to 100. You really never know. With the highs that we saw in February, I do believe that we could see a lot of great things ahead for this company. They have a great mission. They have a great goal. A lot of the technology is already in place, but they just need to expand a little bit more. And with these facilities that they're growing, I do believe that they will be one of the leaders in this category. But I could be completely wrong. They could go to $0. They could go out of business. So please do your own research before you invest in companies like App Harvest. Anyways, I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. This is my first face cam video, my second video on this channel. If you guys want to help us out, leave a like down below. I really appreciate you guys clicking on this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.